So what I'm going to talk about is the new operating system for human health. And it's not based on a new discovery. In fact, what I'm going to share is something we've known for over 100 years. Oh, thank you. Perfect. Something we've known for 100 years. But it's about to change our world. It's about to completely reshape how we view our body, our health, how we treat illness, and just what we believe is possible for humanity. So let's rewind back to 100 years ago. Quantum science shows us that reality is not what it seems, that particles are actually also waves, and observation shapes the outcome, and what we think is solid matter is actually just a field of energy, field of probabilities, really. And this has been our mainstream physics for all this time, for the last century. But somehow, it turns out that when it comes to biology, and specifically health, we're still living in the pre-quantum Newtonian world. Like, we're still treating our body like a broken car. We cut it, we drug it with chemicals. It's basically very molecular tweaks to a 3D machine. And it's time for medicine to catch up. And so this is what I'm going to talk about today. So if we suppose that medicine and health and biology is indeed quantum, so what does that actually mean? How would it respond to frequencies? How would it respond to fields like quantum physics? The answer is, as it turns out, really? There we go. The answer is resonance. And how many of you have seen this experiment before? No? Okay. So this is resonance in action. And so yeah, this is a video demonstration from UCLA. But it basically shows how everything in nature and the universe resonates with everything else around it. Right? Everything vibrates, but not only vibrates, it also resonates. And this is why our circadian rhythms are tied to the Earth's 24-hour cycle. This is why women's cycles are tied to the moon with 28 days. This is why we are the byproduct of the 5 friends we spend most of our time with. And this is also why human hearts synchronize with each other during our sleep. So here I asked AI to draw me and my wife in a really cute way. So this is a real fact. The hearts of 2 lovers begin to synchronize when they're sleeping. And it could be because of the same principle as the metronomes of just the physical proximity and how everything kind of resonates physically together, or it could be something a bit more meaningful and emotional, right? By the way, everything I'm mentioning is from PubMed, so you can find the links here. Oh, back. So again, everything resonates with everything else. And this is good news and bad news. And the reason it's bad news and why it's so important for us to wake up to this now is that for the last thousands of years, we have evolved in a very different environment to the one we're in now. Right? We've evolved with the cycles of the Earth, the Moon, the Sun. The only electromagnetic frequency that we were ever exposed to is the Schumann resonance. Right? It's the electromagnetic frequency of the Earth. In the last 20 years, but really in the last 10 years, and exponentially increasingly so, we are exposed to so many external things, frequencies, that we unknowingly resonate with, or frankly dissonate with, right? So we all have our core vibration that we evolved with, that we were born with, our healthy parasympathetic nervous system state. But because of all of these external influences, we resonate with them as well and come out of resonance with our core self, right? So that's the bad news. The good news is the solution is very simple and easy. We just need to give our body something coherent to resonate with. right? And this is where frequency medicine comes in. And so the subtitle of my talk is The Frequency Medicine Revolution. So if we know that everything is frequency, if we know that everything resonates with everything else, frequencies is the answer for us to come into that alignment with our core vibration. And so what do I mean by frequencies? Light, sound, physical vibration, electromagnetic frequencies, and anything with a wave pattern, really. So this is not a new concept. For thousands of years, all over the world, the indigenous medicine systems, the holistic medical systems, have been treating the human body as a whole. And so if you go to a Chinese medicine practitioner or Ayurvedic practitioner, they view the physical, mental, emotional, energetic body as one organism. And for them, healing is first and foremost about coming into balance. Because they know that the human body is a self-healing organism, as long as it's in balance. And so if you go to any of the holistic practitioners, they will bring you first into balance, and then all your problems kind of go away, almost on their own. I'm oversimplifying a little bit, but that's really the point. And so Western medicine took a different path. It broke the body into parts, subsystems, organs. Every specialist, doctor specializes in one area and really doesn't treat the body as a whole, but addresses specific symptoms, which oftentimes create more imbalance somewhere else in the body, right? And that's why a lot of our pharmaceuticals have an anti in front of them, so antidepressant, anti-inflammatory, right? It's like we're fighting with our bodies and the world around us, right? Instead of focusing on this resonance. And so I came to this space a few years ago, and to me all of this seemed very hard to believe and not real. And then I saw a woman who was in just debilitating chronic pain for a decade, and within just 2 days of starting her light therapy protocol, her symptoms went away almost entirely. And at first I thought, okay, maybe this is a placebo. And then I spent the next few years working with physicians, working with researchers, scientists, and patients. And what I saw was just way too consistent to ignore. So as of today, there are over 13,000 peer-reviewed studies on PubMed. So you'll know PubMed, right? I don't preach into the choir. So these are repeatable, peer-reviewed studies, many of them with placebo control. And they're showing the same exact thing, that the human body responds to frequency, responds to light, to sound, electromagnetic frequencies, and physical vibration. And so this is just some of them. By the way, this is relatively new. We can now remove 95% of tumors with targeted ultrasound. Not a single incision, right? No chemo, nothing, just ultrasound. If you have a tennis elbow, microcurrent heals tennis elbow 93% of cases. Light therapy reduces pain. It heals, it accelerates bone healing time and wound healing time by 35%. So this list goes on and on. This is just, again, I think does this seem surprising to anyone? Okay, so this is a preaching to the choir, but this is, the 13,000 was a really big shock to me. And what's really crazy is the slope of that curve. A year ago was 11,000. So this is a very, very fast-growing space. And this is where it gets really interesting. So let's fast forward to 5 years from now, 10 years from now. We're going to be living in a completely different world. We're going to be laughing at how we used to treat pain with pills, where all you need is just a beam of light, right? It's a little bit crazy. And so here I asked AI to draw a clinic of the future. And the beauty of the frequency therapies is they are, first of all, non-invasive. The side effects from this are not really anything that we've seen. One other really important point I forgot to mention. And this is not, this is more anecdotal and just something I noticed. In many of the 13,000 studies, women seem to be a lot more responsive to frequency medicine than men. This is I'd say early stages observation, but could it be just women are more in tune with themselves and with the world? So the beauty of frequency medicine is it can be, and where I see the future of this going, this is kind of triangulating from a few different angles. It was going to be personalized, it's going to be multimodal, and wearable. And I think we know what Anna and I are particularly excited about the wearability of it. But this is something we've been working on as well. So this is our answer to the frequency medicine revolution. This is a combination of light, sound, and infrared light applied to your central nervous system in a consistent way. And the results we've seen are pretty outstanding. But the future is even more exciting. It can be a lot more personalized than what we have today. And with the sensors, with AI, we can create a custom frequency protocol just for you. So imagine you going to a hospital, and instead of getting a pill or your normal blood work, the doctor would do a frequency scan and prescribe a specific light, sound, vibration frequency protocol for you. Right? And this is really not very far away. This is already here. It's already happening in a lot of the more forward-looking quantum clinics that we have all over the US and less so in other parts of the world. But this is not even the future. It's already here. And so I invite you to consider looking at our body not as a 3D machine that's broken, needs to be fixed, but rather as a symphony that needs to be tuned or can be tuned. And every organ, every cell is an instrument. And when we tune them in a specific way, the entire symphony is going to sound a lot more harmoniously. And so this new age of health is a world of harmony rather than fixing. If you'd like to find out more, this is... Nope, okay. My name is Dmitri. There we go. You can find out more about our products here at theonedevice.com. You can contact me personally or on Instagram. And if you have any questions, I'll be here afterwards. Thank you.